Hey guys, welcome to Pregnancy and Postpartum TV. Today we are doing exercises to relieve pain from SI joint pain or sacroiliac joint pain, kind of in the lower back here. So this is really common in pregnancy. The hormones progesterone and relaxin are helping things relax and stretch, which is great for our hips opening up and getting baby out, but can cause joint instability and can cause pain in the sacroiliac joint. So we want to specifically work on strengthening our glutes and our inner thighs, and we want to stretch out our psoas muscle to help with that joint stability and gain strength, and then stretching out in the right areas. If you are experiencing pain, also an SI pregnancy band, support band can help as well. And of course, this is general information only, so if you are struggling with pain, please go see your doctor or your physiotherapist for individualized instructions. If you're new here, my name is Jessica Pumple. I'm a pre- and postnatal fitness instructor, and I'm also a mom of 3. I'm wearing a belly today for a demonstration, but I'm not actually pregnant, but I do put out pregnancy and postpartum videos every week. So if you like videos like these, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. For most of these exercises, you don't need any equipment. You want a mat or a comfortable place to get down on the ground, because we're going to do a lot of the exercises on the ground. And then for a few of the exercises, I am going to use a yoga block. You could also use a soccer ball or a large book or a box or something, but preferably something firm rather than a pillow, so you really have something to press against to work those inner thigh muscles. So to start, we're going to get down on our back. So we always want to get down carefully on our side and then roll over. If you're in your later second trimester or third trimester, you can put a pillow or raise up your shoulders so that you're not lying flat on your back, but we're also not going to be here for very long. So then you want to take your block and place it between your knees, and we're going to squeeze the block with our inner thighs, and we want to draw our belly button and our baby in towards our spine, activating our core. And then you can place your hands down on the ground, and we're going to rock our knees back and forth. And you can relax for a minute, shake it out, and then we'll do that one more time, placing the block back in and squeeze and rocking back and forth. Perfect. We can bring our knees back up to the center and remove the block. And now we're going to push up into a bridge. So again, walking your heels in so your fingers can touch your heels. We'll press into our feet. We want to fire our glutes. So we're activating our glutes and pushing up into a bridge. And we're going to hold here for about 15 to 20 seconds. Keep breathing. You can lift your chin slightly. And release down, rolling down one vertebra at a time, and we'll fully relax here, and then we're going to do that again. And so really activating your glutes and pressing up and then holding with our glutes. And release down and relax. And this time we're going to press up into our bridge, and we're going to do a bridge march. And so we're activating our core. We're going to try to not let our hips twist one way, So we're keeping our core strong and we're going to march. So you can either switch sides here, or if you have a side that is sore, you can focus on just lifting the side that is sore. Really activating the glute. And last one, and put your foot down first and then release down. Perfect. All right, now we can roll over onto our side and we can come up a little bit. We'll have our arms straight and we're going to come up onto our knee and move into a half moon position here. So you can put your leg back a little bit like a kickstand here. Hand can go on your hip, core is activated, and we're going to lift our leg up and we can lift it up and down. Beautiful. And we'll do one more here, and then we can fully release down on our side. And you can prop your head up with your hand, and this time we're going to straighten our bottom leg, and you can put your top leg acting as a little bit of a kickstand, and then we'll do some inner thigh adductor exercises. And so lifting up, working your inner thigh now. And we'll do one more here. Great job. And you can bend that bottom knee. While we're here, we'll do a psoas stretch. So taking your ankle in your hand, and then you can move that knee back and stretch out your hip flexor and your psoas. Take a couple of breaths here. Pressing your ankle into your hand for a deeper stretch. And release. And push up on the side. We'll move and do those exercises on the other side. So again, we're on our knees. You can walk your hand out to the side. Your lower leg has a little bit of a kickstand there. And come to a half moon position. And activating your core, pulling your belly in towards your spine, and then lifting that leg to the side. Perfect, great job. And then carefully lowering down onto your side. You can support your head. And top foot is going to be your kickstand this time, and moving into your inner thigh and lifting. And a couple more here. Great job. We'll bend that bottom leg and we can move into our stretch, pressing the top of your foot and your ankle into your hand. Take some deep breaths. Beautiful. We're going to get up now, so again, pushing carefully up on your side and stepping up into a standing position. We're going to take our legs apart for some sumo squats. You can put your hands on your hips and we'll bend our knees, coming nice and low, and then activating your glute and your inner thighs, pressing up. And I'll let you do these at your own pace. Activating and squeezing as you're coming up. All right, we'll do a couple more. Squeeze and squeeze. Perfect. So we can turn our feet in now and we'll lunge on one side. And as you lunge, you can point your hips back and then again activating that glute and coming back up again. Squeeze and activate. Using your leg muscles, feeling strong. And last one on this side. Good, and we'll switch to the other side. Bending, activating, pushing up. And a couple more on this side. Last one, great job. Now we can step our feet in together and we're gonna do some squats here. So feet are just hip width distance apart and you can shift your weight back and squat and coming up. And last one. Now we're gonna we'll bring our legs a little bit wider apart and we're gonna sit down into a full squat. If this is hard for you, you can hold on to the edge of a couch or a chair or something, but bending your knees and almost just like a baby sitting down into a full squat here, stretching out your lower back. And we'll take a couple of breaths here. And pushing back up to a standing position. Now we're going to do some leg hikes. And so taking your feet hip width distance apart, shifting your weight to one, and then literally just hiking up your hip on one side. And we'll switch to the other side. And one more time again on the other side. Perfect. And last side. Great job. Now we can get back down on our hands and knees, so carefully getting down onto your knees and moving on to all fours. From here, we're going to move into some donkey kicks. So again, shoulders over wrists and hips over knees, and activating your core, and then you're going to lift one leg off and press back. And I'll let you go at your own pace. Activating your glute, pressing your heel up into the air. And one more on this side. And we'll switch to the other side and activating your glute. Perfect. So now we can come up and we're going to move into a lunge stretch here. So bringing one foot ahead. If you wanted to put a pillow underneath your knee, if it was hurting you, you can. And we're going to not lean forward, but making sure that your hips are shifting forward to get a nice stretch through your psoas here. And stretching here. Remember to breathe. Relaxing a little bit deeper. You can feel like there's a rope pulling that hip forward, stretching. And when you're ready, shifting your hips back. And we'll move into a hamstring stretch here. If you wanted to fold over your leg, you could flex your foot back and forth. And bending that knee and coming up, and we can switch sides. And again, taking your hips and shifting them forward and stretching out your hip flexor and your psoas. Good, I hope that feels good. And shifting your hips back We'll move into a hamstring stretch. Doesn't matter if your hands are on the ground, they could also be on your leg, just wherever feels good, and flexing and pointing your foot. And bending that front knee and coming back up. We'll come back up onto all fours to finish off with some cat and cow. And so we can arch our back as we inhale, and then as we exhale, pull your baby in towards your spine. You can even Kegel if you want. And the goal here is we're trying to find length in your lower spine there. Inhale, arching, and exhale, finding length, rounding out. And moving back and forth with your breath. We'll do one more stretch. And coming back to a neutral spine, we'll find our way back to a comfortable seated position. I hope some of that feels good and helped relieve some of your pain. Sometimes it takes some time as you have to build up those glutes and your inner thigh muscles to gain some stability before you get some pain relief. Of course, please go check with your doctor or a physiotherapist if you have a lot of pain, and they can give you some individualized recommendations. Sometimes it depends on what side is affected and which way it's rotated, and so they would really be able to give you some individualized instruction. I also have lots of free pregnancy resources for pregnant moms. So I have a complete guide on how to cope and reduce pain in labor. I have a pregnancy meal plan that I put together as a registered dietitian. I have pregnancy yoga cards. I also have a pregnancy Kegel or pelvic floor guide to help prepare your pelvic floor for birth and the fastest recovery after. So I will put the links to all those in the description box below. If you found this video helpful and you'd like more pregnancy and postpartum videos, please subscribe and hit the notification bell and share this with another mom community that you know. Thank you so much again for joining me. Congratulations on your pregnancy. I'm going to link to another pregnancy video that I also think that you would enjoy there, and I hope to see you in the next video. Okay, bye.